I was just thinking, I was just trying to sit here for a minute without saying anything. Hey, how are you? You know, when I go live on YouTube, doesn't mean there's going to be live trading, right? So, again, I know people just write stuff on the comments sections because I tend to comment on the next video about your comment. So here I am. Comment was, so no real trades, just more hindsight stuff. Do you listen to the videos? So when I go over the charts and I say I'm buying something, I'm in a stock, right? Like very, right? VERI, right? That's how you trade. So I give you the idea, you put it on, and that's it. And then basically you now sit here for however long it takes. If you think because somebody is trading live that it means that they're going to put a trade on because you want them to, that's a losing trade. Like, why would I put a trade on right now? To do what? To impress you? There's nothing going on. We're already in the trades that are working, and now we're sitting here doing absolutely nothing. So when I come on, I do these videos, whether I'm talking over a screen or just looking at my dumb face or only the screen. If you still think that having skin in the game means something, if you still think, and by the way, remember, this is why it took me quite some time to realize you're never going to please, you can't please everybody, you can't even please 50% of people, right? So let's say, again, and again, I don't know if we need to go over this again. Let's say, right, I'm your broker, right? What's my job? My job is to help you manage your money. Let's just say you're not one of these penny stock brokers who are just pumping and dumping. Let's say I'm your money manager, right? Right. I'm managing your money, whether it be a broker or a money manager. That's what you're paying me to do, right? Right? Is silver up? Let me know when it hits 30. Silver and weed, baby. It's all the rage. But wait, let's stop. Let's not let this conversation go away. You're paying somebody to provide you a service. A lot of what America is about right now. We're a service industry. We're no longer manufacturers. We no longer make stuff. We just serve. And people do that for fees. Right. Of course, I'm in some unique special case where I'm different. I'm the one that I need to be in every trade. But before we jump any further, let's say you're paying me a yearly fee for advice. Okay. Now, that's what you've paid for. To make that worth your money, the advice you're hoping is good. And that you could take that advice and parlay that advice, whether it be very, very specific advice, general advice, whether or not which you deem worthy of the money that you spent for said advice. Now, in my case, it is instant gratification because a lot of what I'm saying is instantaneous, like this trade very, which I mentioned over 3 weeks ago. We did very well with it, gave you the entries, told you where I thought it was going. It went there. We cashed out. Stupidly, I bought more way too soon, and then we bought more on the way down. And surprisingly, it made its turn where we bought more today. We're still in the same position that we talked about from many weeks ago. But 2 days ago, if you listen to the video, 2 days ago. And if you watch my posts on YouTube, I basically explained where we're buying it, where it's going, what I think's going to happen. And I guaranteed, an illegal word in the industry, I guaranteed, and I said to my members on my website, and if you were there, and this is why I tell you to come to the site, because I'm allowed to personally guarantee shit as long as I'm personally guaranteeing it. Like I say, you cannot lose money shorting UVXY. And if you ever are, call me and I'll take the trade from you. As long as it's not some ridiculous amount of money, I will take the trade from you because it's guaranteed to go down. But I guaranteed another trade. And I said, this stock, VERI, which I know nothing about except that it's an old school AI name, and that's all I need, right? And I look at the chart, and it 2 days ago, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, I was utterly dismayed and disgusted that it had a blow off top, rolled over, broke prior day VWAP, every reason to dump the stock, and I didn't dump it all because I had faith that it would come back. And I was strapped in. I was strapping in for a couple of months. And then 3 days later, it was looking like the whole trade was going to be a wash. And we were going to give back the money we made on this thing and just start cursing its name and its existence. And then voila, it made a turn. And just yesterday, we were saying, hey, we got to start buying this thing. And I guaranteed, if it broke $6.99, I guaranteed you'd make money on the trade. Not many people are willing to guarantee, and I guaranteed every person, if anybody buys this thing at $6.99 and you don't make money, I will give you your money back or take the trade from you. That's how confident I was. Is that confident enough? Now, here's the thing. Let's say, forget the guarantee after $6.99. Let's say you were in the room yesterday, or you were in the room on the fateful reversal day way back 2 days ago, right? Let's say you were in the room, right? And I said, oh shit, ladies and gentlemen, Very just did a faux show, bro. At Tuesday at 10:15 in the morning. Tuesday, 10:15 in the morning. Tuesday, today only being Thursday. And yesterday being Wednesday. Tuesday was 2 days ago. Today's being Thursday. Tuesday at 12:25, I said, hey, it just pulled back and held the prior day VWAP. So if you didn't buy it at the 5, now's a chance for you to buy it at 525 with only 10 cents of risk. Voila. That's what we call a call. I want you to buy it here at 5.25. And if it breaks under 515, sell it. That's a 10-cent risk. And I said, now's the time to buy those 750s, the ones that I stupidly bought at $1. Now they're at 50 cents. You can buy them half the price that I bought them for. 50 cents. Now that's what you call an educated call with an idea, described it in the room, why, the if, the why, the how, what happens if you get it wrong, what happens if you get it right. And here we are to 750, which was the plan all along. And now we are here. Now, most people in my room are making money off this name. Most people that heard the video or watched it from 2 days ago are in the trade. Now, what if I told you I'm not in it? I don't even have a share of it. I didn't buy those $5 calls. I didn't buy the 750s. I never even traded the stock. And I've never traded the stock, and I've been making up the story all along. What does it matter to you? You're paying for a service. That service got you involved in this name. You made 600% 2 weeks ago on the $5 calls, and now you're making 400 or 500% on the 750 calls, and you're in the stock at 505. What do you care if I'm in it? But wait, there's more. What if I told you I was in 10 contracts? Would that please you enough? You'd say, 10 contracts? Why only 10 contracts? What if I was in 100 contracts? Why only 100? I'm in a thousand contracts. Why are you on 1,000 contracts? So it's a lose, lose, lose. So I'm gonna tell you one more time, my friends out there. I'm never trading ever again, nor have I ever traded before in my life. It's all an illusion. Now what? I'm saying it. I'm being serious. I'm never putting a trade on ever again, ever, ever again. None of these trades. I have nothing going on. I have zero interest in any of these stocks. I'm not sure exactly where I am right now. But I know one thing's for sure. I got everybody I know and their mothers buying this stock, and they're all thanking me because I gave them the call. What does it matter whether or not I'm in it? You know who doesn't care? All of those people. Nobody gives a shit about what I'm doing. When when does it finally dawn on you? It's not about me, right? I'm sitting here on 1,000 of these. I don't give a shit about the stock market. This is just a video game to me. My life savings right now is in silver. Oh, I hope silver goes up. All my kilo coins. I hope they go up. And maybe you don't get the real point. One more time. I kind of suck at investing, and I've admitted it. Other than the QQQ, I've had some bad luck. I'm really terrible at swing trading. But recently, because the market never goes down ever, even this guy has been making money on swing trades because it's hard to lose when most stocks are going up. And all you got to do is buy the dip and then they go back up 3 days from now. But let's go back to the original point. What do you care? Who cares? Trades don't appear because you want them to. Let's do a live trade to impress this guy right now. Oh, yeah. That's not how it works. When trades set up, then you do them. Now, again, if you're actually still out there, my friend, skeptical, delusional, right? Can I go over this one more time? And this goes for everybody out there listening. My name is Kenny Glick. I've had massive success in the industry, and I've absolutely destroyed all of that success. My life was in ruins, and I stuck it out because I had luckily bought my house with 50% down, not like most people. I had hard assets, things if I had to, I could sell when I was down and dirty for 3 years, lost, just vaguely starting to accept that VWAP is my Lord and Master. You should appreciate the fact that I don't want to trade anymore, that I'm completely for you, the customer, the member, the subscriber, unbiased. You'd rather, because if you think about it, right? Let's take the other side of the coin, the pump and dumper. Would you rather me be a pump and dumper suckering you in to these stocks just because I own them? Would you rather me do that? I'll buy it slowly at $3 and then start telling everybody at 4 because that's what most people do. I don't take my mini following and try to exploit them. I'm teaching people how to be the manipulators, not the manipulated. You don't want me trading, friend. You don't want me in the name. You don't want me anywhere near your stock. Ramaswamy, we love Ramaswamy. You don't want me trading? Terrific, great advice. But if I buy it, you don't want me in it. Or better yet, you want me to do what I'm doing right now. Little. When I trade small and I realistically don't care, my trades all work. Once I start pounding and getting into huge blocks, that's when everything always goes wrong for me. So I'm just going to do what I do. Less is more, none is fine, can't lose. And all I do is provide fantastic information, the best of the best. You'd rather me giving you an unbiased opinion. And if you think conjuring up trades live, you want to put a trade on at 12:39 on a Thursday afternoon, you're a loser. The only reason I'm sitting here right now is I'm making a video. I'm never sitting at the desk. Between 12 and 1 is the only time I ever get up. But here, maybe you've heard me mention the market never goes down, right? Every dip's a buy. Do you know we've been trying to go down every day, it seems, for over a month? It's a month later now. The last sell-off with any enthusiasm was March 5th. We've tested the March 5th lows 3 different times. Divide those candles by 3. That's where you're going to sell if we ever do go down. But on a happier note, we're going to have a little reunion today. Vaz on the show tonight. 2 Grateful Dead shows to choose from. One of my first shows, anniversary of one of my first shows I went to, 1993. I think that was one. Yeah, no, I've seen him in '89, but this was what was going on? Oh, that was when the Yankees were in the Yankees. I was at a Yankee game, the fourth. Yeah, I remember seeing the Yankees and then going to see the 1993 good show from Nassau Coliseum. And we're just going to talk about some weed stocks, some of the stocks that we own. And if you guys know about this one, here's the dumbest thing ever. And I'll tell you one thing, I'm not buying it. But I told people to buy it today. And they're all loving life. And know what they're asking me now? How come you didn't buy it? And I said, nah, I didn't want to ruin your trade for you. See how nice of a guy I am? And it's DXYZ. DXYZ, pronounced destiny. DXYZ, yes. Let me teach you a little bit about it. It's an IPO of an index fund, a closed-end fund, as they call it. Let me give you the exact. Their goal is to broaden access to the private markets, traditionally the playground of the institutions and the rich. By opening the gates early, they aim to show that inclusivity and innovation are not just ideals, but ideas to be met with action. What I'm seeing here is this is a closed-end fund, right? DXYZ, that is going to give you access to pre-IPO companies. So for the first time, you're actually getting sort of a private placement when you couldn't get a private placement. Now, based on the basics of fundamental analysis, right? What's inside the fund, the DXYZ, should dictate the valuation of said fund DXYZ, but that doesn't work because valuation doesn't count. The fund itself should only move based on what's inside it, not based on pure speculative momentum of said symbol DXYZ. But yet, with no valuation whatsoever, this stock has now gone from 30 to 8 to 40. So when I saw this stock, and I've only learned of its existence 3 days ago, I said exactly what I just said to you here. There is no way to value this company or this fund based on what's inside it. This DXYZ proves, if you don't believe it yet, that the market is completely manipulated and the only thing that matters is price. So you put aside what DXYZ is, right? And you just say it's just a stock that's breaking 2750. Chances are it's going to go back to 30. If 30, then it goes back to 3250. And if it breaks 3250, that's an all-time high, and chances are to go to 40. So in the lifetime of this stock, which is right here, I'll show it to you, and it's comical. This is your 10 days on an hourly basis. So it opened up, I believe, let's see, the opening tick, 8. Oh, it did open at 8. I'm sorry. I thought it opened up higher. I thought it opened up at the 20s. I gotta check it out. Again, I don't know what happened on the first day. I just know of the candle. And then it went to this price the next day. And look at the price, my friends. Look, right? If this stock or fund for whatever you want to call it, right? If it was based on what's inside it, did what is inside it move to the point where the fund itself would rally from 8 to 32 and then back to 9 and change? Of course not, because there's nothing even in the fund yet. Such a bunch of bullshit inside there so far. You can read about it, right? And this just exemplifies that's what I'm trying to say is that nothing matters. Nothing ever will matter ever again. This has zero reason to go up unless everything inside it was simultaneously going up. And everything inside it is not simultaneously going up. It's just that people want to own it. But that's not how it's supposed to work. This thing, DXYZ, is not supposed to move unless what's inside it is moving. And this just proves that price, right? So why, if it's a fund, why would it go exactly to 32 bucks and then tank, right? And then right on this price, right? And then here, it hit this price right here. So what is it? Where's the high water mark? Was right here, 29.50, exactly, half number, right? So I said to my friends, hey, there's a double top here at 29.50. If it breaks 29.50, stock will go back to test 32. Wham, you got the 32 and you pulled back. Then we said today, if this pullback gets bought and it breaks 32, that'll be a new double top all-time high break. Chances are it'll go to 40. It didn't just hit 40. It hit 40 to the penny. How could a fund that is comprised of a whole bunch of stuff continue to trade as if it's just a regular stock? Because it's just a regular stock. Because the market's a rigged video game. 32 fresh highs usually get you 40. And it hits it to the penny. And that's where you're now consolidating between the 36.50 and the 40. And chances are when it breaks 40, it goes to 50 and then 80 and then 120 and then 250 because nothing fucking matters. Don't you get it? It's certainly not about what I own. And it's certainly not about what a fund is supposed to do. Nothing that you think used to make any sense. There is no such thing as fundamental analysis anymore. It doesn't exist. Stocks go up because they want to go up, and then they go down because nobody's buying, and then eventually everybody starts to buy, and they go back up. Fundamental analysis is as dead can be. This fund is another glaring example. Doesn't matter what the fuck this thing is, 32 gets you 40. Doesn't matter whether they got IPOs, EVs, or cancer research. It doesn't matter. It's a video game. Doesn't matter whether I'm in 300 shares or 30,000 shares. Nothing matters. Just learn how this game works, and there's nobody better on earth to show you the inner workings of the video game so you can exploit it for your own good for as many years to come. That's what I do. And there's nobody better at it. And I do it for free for weeks, several weeks. And if you dig it, if you're liking what I lay down and you're liking the community that I built, then you pay your membership fee and we're good for at least a year. And man, if you're hanging with me for a year and I don't make you enough money to compliment or to what's it called? Get your money's worth, please. 3 days ago, if you bought this very stock, you made your lifetime, you made your whatever you call it. Stop living that delusional world. Embrace the horror. And instead of being a negative Nancy, go back and watch a couple of those videos and say, hey, man, this is the guy that told us to load up on those Tilray 250s. Yeah, that's me. That's the guy. I'm the guy. Right? I'm the guy that a couple of weeks ago I said, hey, these weed stocks are looking pretty good. You might want to buy the $4 calls in MJ at 15.20. And then they go to 60 cents. I'm that guy. Right? I'm the guy that gave you that idea. Ooh, what if you're in it? Who the fuck cares? All right, I got some shit to take care of. I'm the guy. Give me 2 weeks of your time, but more importantly, show up tonight. Show up tonight. We're all taking mushrooms. We're going to just start tripping and just talking about mind med and weed stocks and all kinds of fun stuff. All right. And it's free. The password ScanMan24, capital S. Come right now. Because you know what we're doing in the chat room right now? Nothing. Because there's nothing going on. I'll see you guys later tonight. ScanMan24, capital S. Hit the bid. Well, actually, you need this special link now, but hang on a second. I'll give it to you. Or maybe I won't give it to you because my computer's freezing up right now. See how that works? Hang on. No, it still works. Yeah, just hit the login button. You're good. Login button, put your info in. ScanMan24, capital S. I'll see you later.